in this particular case, I was asked to come in and look at a whiteboard that had a list of suspects on it, and are persons of interest. Some of them were suspects, but anyway, and all this started from a gentleman who started the, and I won't call his name because I don't think he would want me to, start Alexander for Justice website. And so one of the administrators was a lady by the name of Cindy Brandon, and she asked me if I would come down and look at the board. So anyway, I came down, looked at the whiteboard, and wanted to know if I knew the suspects, and I did. And so that's how I got involved. Ed Shadoway, who was CID commander, told me he had a desk and a computer if I would look into it. So that's how I got involved. And then the Brantley lady did the genealogy, background, stuff like that. And then got Dr. Steffi involved, and I think Sam McJunkins was instrumental in getting him, and he's a forensic criminologist, and he does crime scenes and stuff like that. So we start taking the case apart and seeing what's there, and looking at things and seeing if there's anything that you can use. And the difference in this case here was, when this thing occurred in 1981, I was a patrol officer. They pulled me out of patrol division, put me in CID to work on it because of the fact that I lived right there within a few blocks of this family. And so I had no investigative experience, and all I did was just go pick up people they wanted to interview, and look for vehicles that, or look for, at the time, a blue truck that was supposedly seen. So we looked for that, and then sit in on interviews and stuff like that. That was about the only thing that I did. Then later on through the years, then, different people looked at the case. And then when I started looking at the case, we had all the technology that the advances have been made in the last probably 4 years that none of those guys had when they started working the case back in the 80s. There was no DNA technology. There was no APHIS system set up with a database where you could run fingerprints.
Of course, all the kids, we were just sixth graders, and at that time, the school only had fifth grade and sixth grade, so it was middle school. And of course, everybody was shocked to hear that. And you can imagine, losing a classmate at that young of age, it bothers you.
We kept the names within the team that I work with. The gentleman who had the Alexander for Justice website, there would be information come in. He would look at that and make sure people's names didn't get out there, or somebody come up and make some kind of accusation or do some kind of crazy something. He would call me, and we'd have conversations. And closer to the end of the case, he got more involved in it. But it was just, that was it. We kept it in our group, and you didn't let the names get out there. And then even when we would talk, or I would interview a potential witness or somebody that might have information, I didn't give them names. The community has really been supportive of, not on the police part, but I really got a lot of help and support from a lot of people in this case. Not just the community, but other departments, and everybody just bent over backwards to try to help, and that makes all the difference in the world. At some point in time, I'm gonna get this, so I'll get this in here. I'm a Christian, and the other people that are involved in were Christians, and we prayed about the case, and we prayed all the way through it. And people say, "Oh, look what you did," or whatever, and you got this done. Well, because of technology, we were able to do some things, but because of being a Christian, I give God all the credit for helping us solve and get these things taken care of, because he's always taken care of me, and all the people involved in it. We spent a lot of time in prayer. Yeah.
I'm very glad that it was solved. This case weighed heavy on all of his classmates. I think every year after his death, people were talking about it all the way up till graduation, and even during the class reunions. And I got asked questions all the time about that homicide, and I'm just very thrilled that it was solved.
Anytime you have something like this, it takes toll. It's just rough. There's a wound and a scar that's always there.